This is the Sunshine Cathedral perspective. I'm queer. Is God listening to my prayer, and does she even care? One post on Reddit's Open Christian challenged their day-to-day interaction with God. They said, quote, "God listening and caring doesn't do anything for my problems," end quote. The OP writer wants to know why people say things like, "Cast all your cares on him," and "He listens and cares about your broken heart," as they really do not do any good. It is better and more fruitful to depend on people than God, as people can hug you or help you in tangible ways, like through money or by offering a job. The writer then says, quote, "My mom, gran, and godmom are dead. I haven't been able to find a job in 8 months. Money is low. My family is a wreck. I'm single, so it's very trivializing when Christians suggest I need more faith," end quote. The truth is the loss of loved ones, unemployment, financial struggles, and family discord are profound hardships, day-to-day reality. As pastors at the world's largest queer church, the post gave us pause. At Sunshine Cathedral, we acknowledge the complexity of your journey and affirm that suggesting you need more faith may feel dismissive. It is dismissive in the face of such real and tangible challenges. When our troubles mount, it can be understandable to ask if God is listening and does she even care? This is a fundamental question to our existence. How do you prove faith and then feel and see a tangible path to improve your life? You know, when I read this, it broke my heart. It just broke my heart that people carry such heaviness and they feel almost as if God has turned their back on them, that they're having job struggles, family struggles, they've had deaths. How do we do that? How do we know if God hears us? For me, I know that the divine hears me, that the universe hears me, that God hears me when I experience love and care and compassion through other people. Now, this writer is going through a very difficult time, a lot of death, a lot of struggle. My hope is that there's one person or a couple of people with whom that they can talk to, that they can reach out to. That is God. That is the divine spirit. That is prayer being answered. I would invite them not to feel disheartened when prayer isn't answered in the way that you want, but pay attention to those around you who are supporting you, loving you, caring you. Know that we here at Sunshine Cathedral truly care about this. It gave us pause when we heard that story. We care, and there are others who care as well.
Yeah, taking the time to address it today.
Yeah.
And we'll, we can be thinking about you and
Yes.
sharing love. Going forward, you can go to just email prayer@sunshinecathedral.org, and we put you on our list, and we pray for you for weeks. Now, we aren't asking God to do things that, in fact, we don't even put on the prayer list what anybody's issues are. Yeah. We just put one name, first name or initials, and we just ask God to do what God needs to do in these lives, to be present as comfort, as hope, as empowerment, and what that is that's us just being loving when we don't know what else to do. And we're not there to do it with you or whatever. We can get together and we can say, we wish this person better days, and we want God to be present as love and as hope in their lives. So if that would comfort you at all, we're happy to pray with you. There's no cost. You don't even have to tell us what's wrong. Just prayer@sunshinecathedral.org. I love that this person has questions.
Yeah.
I think they're more important than answers. The answers change.
Yeah.
This was what was true for me at this time, and then that doesn't work for me later, maybe. And so the answers change, but the questions are what are real, and the questions are what it takes faith to ask. Yeah. Like, I'm asking a thing there may not be an answer to. I'm asking a thing that nobody may know about. And I still have the courage, the audacity to ask it. That's prayer. Yeah. That's an act of faith. I'm glad. I'm sorry I don't have the answers, but I applaud the question.
Yes.
And don't don't let people tell you need to have faith.
Right.
The Apostle Paul said faith was a gift of the Spirit. Well, guess what? Everyone, in Paul's theology, everyone gets a different gift. You might not have the gift of faith, and that's not your fault. You may have the gift of healing, or the gift of listening, or the gift of generosity, or the gift of wisdom. You've got a gift, but it might not be faith, which is trust. But maybe you do, because you trusted that it was okay to ask questions that there may not be answers to. So, but that's for you to work out. Don't let people tell you that you don't have faith or you need more faith. You know what? Jesus presumably had faith, had the worst day ever on Good Friday. Just had injustice, torture, cut down, still young. The Apostle Paul presumably had faith, beheaded. The Apostle Peter presumably had faith, crucified upside down. What's the legend about St. Thomas in India? I think he was flayed. People of faith have bad days. People of faith have difficulties. Saint Bernadette with the fountain at Lourdes, this fountain that has healed, countless people supposedly. I think she died in miserable pain. She didn't get, you know what I mean? Faith doesn't mean you don't have troubles.
Yeah.
Faith just means that you trust those troubles don't define you, and that you still have a purpose, and you're going to be able to face this. And that's what faith is. Faith isn't the genie that grants all your wishes.
Right.
And it's too bad that's how that's been presented to us sometimes. So, and as far as God is the search for God. And the minute you find it, you've got an idol. And you got to start the search back up again. Part of Rabbi Harold Kushner used to say that his faith journey has been a lifetime of destroying idols. You think you found it, and the minute you've got it worked out, that's an idol.
Yep.
So God is the search for God. So that you don't understand or that it's not working the way they told you to, rejoice. Because that means you are still on the path, and that path is what God is. So we're in solidarity with you. We're sorry that you're suffering. We wish you comfort and better days. But none of this is because you don't have faith.
That's right.
None of this is because you deserve it. The rain falls on the just and the unjust. And we're just hoping that the sun comes out for you very soon.
Yes.
Okay.
Next up, we are excited to tell you about our next adventure with our Global Fellowship. This year, we'll be going to where the hills are alive as we explore Austria and Alpine Europe for Gay Oktoberfest. Space is extremely limited, so make sure to go to happeningout.travel/sunshine to reserve your space now.
That's today with the Queer God Squad. We want to thank you for joining us.
We are here daily at 3 p.m. to have some fun and to discuss the issues important to our LGBTQ+ community.